Hey Libra, welcome to your Tarot and Oracle card reading for November. God, Spirit, Universe, please bring truth, clarity, and wisdom to this reading for the Libra family and help Libra navigate to their highest and most blessed timeline. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, Libra, we have some very interesting and empowering cards coming up for you. You start with the Moon card, and I feel like for a lot of you, this is just being in the dark about something, like not having a lot of clarity about how you feel about things or how to progress forward. In this card, there is a path between these two pillars or columns, and it takes you through a dark forest. And then when you get through the dark forest, you can see the path very, very clearly, ascending up that mountain or pyramid, however you see it, right? So the beautiful light of the full moon is illuminating that pyramid beautifully, but it doesn't reach the ground in that forest. That's the dark forest where the dark wolf lives, you know? And this truly is a wolf teaching a domesticated dog how to howl at the moon, how to free yourself, how to become instinctive, and how to transform, because it's kind of a werewolf energy, you know? So, and that's where the werewolf lives, is in the dark forest. So really, there is a lot of subconscious energy, a lot of hidden feelings, like repressed feelings that you may not be aware of. And this card is just saying that cycle is about to end. You know, the moon is also a very fast cycle, and it comes to the Three of Cups. And the Three of Cups is destiny. It's the three Norns of fate, or the fates of destiny, you know, the triple goddess Hecate, also the moon goddess, which brings us back to the idea of the cycle of the moon. So this is a fast development that brings celebration or destined changes, right? Because these are the goddesses of destiny. So it feels like something that has been worrying you, a lot of thoughts, even things that have been keeping you up at night, and fears, you know, a lot of fears perhaps, are about to be resolved rather quickly. Because then you have the Knight of Swords, information coming in, communication, downloads, instantaneous understanding, like the lights turn on and your eyes are open about something. And this pushes you forward in some direction. This opens the path for you too. You know, I feel like a gateway is open. I feel almost like this horse is like in a horse race, and as soon as they sound the horn, the horses start racing down the track. And I just feel like this horse has been waiting, you know, being held back and waiting, and whoosh, go time, like powerful. And interestingly, I know that was part of your message in October. This is go time, right? So like, there's going to be a huge relief, beautiful Libra. And then you have the Six of Swords to the Seven of Wands. And the Six of Swords brings you peace, brings you to calmer, clearer waters, to peaceful shores, away from drama and trauma, away from conflict and competition and upsetting thoughts. You know, the clarity that you get with the Knight of Swords gives you what you need to move forward. Tells you what direction to go in, you know, with the Six of Swords, and you end up in a much more peaceful place. And then with the Seven of Wands, you have to defend that. You have to defend your position at the top of the hill. Things might come in and try to upset those waters, muddy those waters again, you know. So there's a need to like put up boundaries. You know, you can see your energetic boundaries here. A need to keep the energetic vampires away for some of you, and for others of you, a need to turn off the news, you know, a need to not listen to other people's problems because they really truly don't have anything to do with you, and just recognizing the difference there. You get that clarity when you get a taste of peace and it makes it easier for you to put up those boundaries, guard the gates of your mind. And at the bottom of the deck, you have the Magician card. You're creating something. You're becoming a more potent creator. Your tools of creation, you know, your swords, your mind, your cups, your heart, your wands, your hands, blood, sweat and tears, and your coins, your pentacle, your physical body and your resources, all of those things can be honed now or have matured in some way that make you a more potent creator, more potent manifester in this life. So I love that for you, beautiful Libra. Let's get some clarifiers for Libra. Thank you, Spirit. Clarify Libra's November. Thank you. Powerful manifesting cards, beautiful Libra. You're working on something. Okay. Wow. Okay, Libra. With the moon, you have the Emperor card. So the Emperor, and I'm pretty sure this is in the shot here. I have this Emperor on my wall. I love this card so much. The Emperor does just what this Seven of Wands does. Puts up barriers and boundaries and structures your life, structures your progress, and, creates like time management systems, budgets, things that will safeguard your creation as you go as well, So the Emperor with the moon is like that lack of clarity I talked about, that fear, that kind of thing. The way you are going to overcome it is take control of your life. Practice time management, practice self-discipline. The Emperor is the ultimate disciplinarian, and this is self-discipline and discipline in your life. But also, the Emperor is ultimately a very loving father energy, and protective, deeply, deeply protective. So know that Spirit has your back. Know that you are guarded and protected. Know that you are free to transform, to run through the dark woods. Spirit has your back in this. Spirit wants you to be freed in some way. I feel, I feel that Spirit wants you to know ultimately that you are loved. That you are loved, loving, and lovable. And Spirit wants you to be happy. That's been the universal message this month. I keep getting that, beautiful Libra. And then you have the Three of Cups with the King of Discs or the King of Pentacles. And this is powerful manifestation. You have so many manifestation cards here. You're creating something. With the Three of Cups, this celebration that you could have, or this destined change that you will experience, has to do with something that you are manifesting. You are destined to manifest something beautiful in this world and to master that manifestation. The kings are masters, and the discs is your earth element. You are creating a person, place, or thing, or multiple persons, places, and things, like growing a forest that's going to last for generations, leaving a legacy. And then you have the King of Wands right next to that. That's like super potent. You have the Emperor and two kings that all came out in a row in this deck. This is your divine masculine, and this is the ultimate card of the divine masculine. Actively making something happen, actively going out and getting something, actively pursuing something, The divine feminine receives after creating something, after putting out your intentions. But the divine masculine goes after something, So really you're super active this month in creating something that is going to secure your future, I really feel, with the King of Discs, and is going to make you self-sufficient because of cards that are coming up, and make you relying on yourself more, and very, very productive, like you're becoming a producer of the earth element. And I'll tell you, the King of Wands coming out with the Knight of Wands is like you are activated, you're on fire, your match has been lit, and nothing can extinguish it. Like the forest is on fire, frankly. And so other people will feel the heat coming off of you. Other people will feel you're passionate about something, and you shouldn't try to hide your light under a bushel right now. You shouldn't try to hide what it is that you are going after creating. You can't worry about what other people think, feel or say about what you're going after at this time either. And I will point out this too. I'll tell you something. This Three of Cups, right? The Norns, the fates of destiny. And this card here is actually called a Yod. It's the finger of God. It's an astrological aspect that's literally represented here that says the same thing. It's like the Judgment card. It's time to go. Literally, it's time. It's divine timing has aligned. And this King of Wands has a very similar kind of, I think his name is Shamash. This symbol on his forehead reminds me of that astrological symbol. It just represents the directions and how the universe aligns. Like the gears click into place and it's time to go, you know? So, I don't know what this is, Libra. Like I said, you will know what this is about. Obviously, it's the thing that you're passionate about. And I'm saying that you're passionate about it because Spirit is passionate about it. Whatever you're creating or going after is because Spirit wants that to manifest in this life. And he or she is doing it through you. Okay. And then you have the Two of Cups and the Four of Cups, clarifying the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords is going to calmer, clearer waters. And the Four of Cups is that peaceful, grounded, emotional energy. And the Two of Cups is alignment with your higher self and emotional connectedness. And I just want to say, excuse me, 2 + 4 = 6, right? That energy of 6 is a blessing. The 6 of the higher arcana is the Lover's card. And you have the Two of Cups here with the Four of Cups. This could be love. This could be divine alignment. Like the time has come for love to enter your life. You know, I'm not seeing that for all of you, but with these cards here, especially the second half of November and later, this could be highlighted. Love, relationships that really aligns. You can even see it in the imagery of this card, the two whales swimming together, right? The orca swimming together. So it's like going into a more peaceful place with a divine counterpart or in alignment with your higher self and truly emotionally being connected to what it is you are experiencing or making happen and grounding those emotions, you know? The Six of Swords, I will say, is a very passive energy. Like while there's a lot of activity, like you are making things happen, you are defending your position at the top of the hill, you're going after things with gusto. But also the Six of Swords is this like Eskimo. I see this as an Eskimo child wrapped in furs in a little cocoon and set adrift and not rowing him or herself to calmer shores, but thinking about where they want to go. And in the thinking, they transmit that intention to the ether, to the universe, and the orcas pick that up and they start swimming in that direction, creating a wake that causes the boat to drift in that direction. So it's like drifting in the direction of your intention without even having to lift a finger, basically, right? So the manifestation energy is happening internally and externally. And you can also see that in the imagery here. This whale is like a light body, right? And then you have the physical bodies of the whales. So it's like you're creating it in the light codes and then it's manifesting on earth. And it's by being emotionally connected and grounded and centered and focused on what your intention is too. Okay. And then 7 of Wands with the 9 of Discs. Again, that energy of defending your position, protecting your energy, keeping the energetic vampires away, that kind of thing. You know, especially like for empathic Libras, like staying away from situations altogether that might suck the life out of you, right? You have the 9 of Discs. This is that self-reliant energy I talked about. Being an entrepreneur, growing your own garden, creating your own product or business or content or something. and doing it at a very high level with these kings and the emperor and the magician, like being super, super productive, creating a harvest as well, having a harvest this November that helps you to be self-sufficient. You may be able to quit your job or leave a living situation or whatever it is because of the productivity here, And then at the bottom of this deck, you have the Three of Pentacles or the Three of Discs. And the Three of Pentacles is co-creating with Spirit. Spirit is doing its part in this as well. You are pregnant with possibilities. This is like almost Empress energy, because the 3 in the major arcana is the Empress, which is the ultimate creator, right? So the discs is the earth element. So being the ultimate co-creator of something physical in this world. And this is a mother and father loving this baby to fruition, right? So growing a business, growing a product, growing a person, growing a home or a literal garden or something like that into being through love, partnership for a lot of you, strength, standing up for yourself, not shrinking or hiding. There's like a lot of this is so on point with what your October reading was. Just empowerment. I'm surprised of the cards that are coming out now. Like, this is just validating what we're talking about, but we'll do it. Clarifying the Emperor and the Moon is the Emperor, right? So basically, Spirit has your back. Spirit is with you. You are the master of this life. You are the ultimate sovereign of your life right now. And you are stepping up as the sovereign here, literally stepping up as the boss for a lot of you, because the 9 of Discs is being an entrepreneur. You have the Emperor twice and 2 Kings, becoming your own boss, not letting anybody tell you what to do. Like, that's not even a worry. And when they do, literally just doing what you need to do to silence that voice, whether it's coming from within or without, shutting it out. And then you have the Death card, change and transformation, clarifying the 3 of Cups and the King of Discs. So the Death card is being transformed. And so it feels like for a lot of you, this destiny, this go time energy that's making you so very creative is a product of you being changed. You being changed is making space for your future. And some things have to end. You have to let some things go, in order to dig deeper on your path, or to invest more into the direction that you want to go in. Something needs to be sacrificed or transformed, like even if it's like a social media platform and you have a presence there, like literally changing how you present on that platform is a transformation, right? And it could just be something like that, like changing how you appear in some way, changing how you communicate in some way that aligns more with the direction of your fated future. Yeah. And then with the King of Wands and the Knight of Wands, right? That go time energy, unstoppable. You have the 3 of Pentacles again, like you had at the bottom of this disc. So this is, again, co-creating with Spirit about something that you're truly passionate about. And your passion fuels your creation, and your partnership with Spirit fuels your passion. So you found a sweet spot. You're finding a sweet spot where you have what it takes to get up early and stay up late and work on something meaningful. Or if this is love, or relationship, you can't get enough of it, With the Three of Pentacles, you're aligning your mind and body and spirit into something. Here you have your divine masculine, your divine feminine, and your inner child. And here your mind is the architect with the papers, your body is the artist on the stool putting the work in, and your spirit is the monk blessing it, right? And when you put the swords, the wands, and the cups together like this, your pentacle manifests. Coins manifest, the earth element manifests. Like you are really aligned here. You're in the groove. And that creates strong momentum. And that is the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is strong momentum. And clarifying the Six of Swords, right? You have the Knight of Wands and the Chariot. Powerful, powerful momentum. Literally, this passive energy, this I don't really need to do much energy. There's a part of whatever this is where it's like, Spirit is like, let me take the wheel, let go and let God. Knight of Wands and Chariot is going faster than you would go yourself, right? And so you have the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands, two really, really powerful, swift energy. The Knight of Wands is super passionate, again, and unstoppable. And the Chariot is focused, right? You've got your white horse and your dark horse, or your white sphinx and your dark sphinx. And both of them want different things. The white sphinx wants to go home to spirit, and that's it. And the dark one wants to make babies and eat, and that's it. So how do you get these two to stand up and move forward and go in the direction that you want? Will, self-discipline, and focus. And you have that with the Emperor twice and these kings, right? Doing that will take you far, catapult you into your future. And then you have the Three of Wands clarifying the Seven of Wands. Three of Wands is the tide is high. The tide is high. You can put your surfboard in the water now. You've been waiting for this. So therefore, you are unstoppable. I keep getting this energy of nothing can stop you now. Nothing can stop me now. The Three of Wands here is like a portal was open and you're going through it. And once you go through it, it's like going through a wormhole in space. And it's like, again, wow, you are being sucked into your future. And at the bottom of this deck, you have the Three of Cups as well. So fated, almost you can just witness this. You can just sit back and witness this, Libra. You're not actually doing this. Spirit is going to do this for you. I mean, you're doing so much with these kings and all these wands and all this energy, but it's not going to feel like a lot of work. It's not going to feel uncomfortable. It's going to feel like every day is magic. Wow, I can't believe that worked so well. Wow, look at this new opportunity. Wow, I got a little bit of positive feedback and I know this is working. It's really exciting times for you. And even though none of these actually says you're starting, this says you're in the midst of something, you didn't just pick this up and, getting the wheels going. This kind of momentum comes from you've been working on it for a while, or you've been learning about it for a while, you've been practicing, troubleshooting, that kind of thing, right? Whatever it is that you've put behind this has shown Spirit that you are serious about it, that you're committed to it, that you have what it takes, that you've reached a level of maturity. Spirit can trust that this is not going to end here. And so Spirit's more comfortable, and I know this is a strange way to put it, more comfortable. Spirit says, okay, Libra is serious about this. Libra has invested so much. The time for the rate of return to increase is now. We can't hold off any longer. I know that's strangely specific, but that's what I'm getting. And we will get mid-November readings too, so tune back in, because this is extremely kind of emblematic of your October reading, and I'm certain that things will unfold further, okay? And then you have reflecting pool, stillness, and I really feel that with the Six of Swords, right? Be still and know that I am God, right? Be still and know that I am here. Be still and know that I love you. And when you do that, you know, you see this beautiful swan as your reflection. You see who you truly are. You know, you see how loved, loving, and lovable you really are, and how who you really are. You know, who are you really? Think about that, okay? And then you have dragonfly spirit change. And there is a lot of change. Like I said, the death card. And you know what? I wanted to mention this dragonfly here. I wanted to mention the dragonfly on the Emperor's brow and just mention that you have changed, and I've been getting that as well. And then the death card came out. You have changed, right? So just because you have changed in some way, and you know, because dragonfly speaks so loudly, dragonfly is one of my animal spirits. And this may be an animal spirit for you. You know, I have a silver dragonfly that I wear a lot of times. You know, maybe put one on your wall or wear one or something like that. And just be reminded of the transformative and beneficial energy of dragonfly as well. And then wolf spirit, family. And also wolf brings us back to the dark wolf energy and going through the dark forest. And don't be afraid. And you are the wolf, and it's okay. You know, it's okay. There is nothing to fear but fear itself. You know the way through the dark forest. You know, you have both the dark wolf and the light wolf, right? You have the chariot here. Where is the chariot? Both of these are you, and both of these are perfect, right? So just own that. And this one is the light wolf, right? So you are that, but also family. Like there could be help for you in family, help in community. And your family doesn't have to be your birth family. It can be your chosen family, your friends, your community, all that stuff as well. Okay. So what else do we have for beautiful Libra? Butterfly, rebirth. You can reinvent yourself. Open to the rewards of change. You have brilliance to share with the world. Love every part of your journey. That is a beautiful card for a beautiful soul. And that is the truth for you, beautiful Libra. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being you. And I'll see you next time. Peace.